We're going to try again. This is my fire pit in my backyard that I built a bunch of years ago, about 7 years ago with my son, one of my older son. He and I did a bunch of, our neighbors were building a pool, and we asked them if we could have some rocks. And so we carried a bunch of these rocks out, and we decided to learn how to do some mortaring and built a fire pit, and it's been holding up. We had a big bonfire in it last night and cooked over it. It was great. Okay, so it got really loud over there near the truck. The truck is way over there. Not that far. It's right there. That air conditioning unit right there is really loud. So I've moved. I'm not on a tripod, so this may get wonky. I'm trying to hold my camera still, but it may not work well. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you. So Big Red Adventure Dude, why? Why Big Red Adventure Dude? Why the name? Why the truck? Why the thing? And so, so today's kind of a special day. I was going to share this. So here's how I'm kicking off the channel. Okay, this is the first video I'm going to make. I've already recorded a bunch of other content. You'll see it as I push stuff out. But this is the first video, and there's a reason why. So, I bought this truck after kind of realizing that my youngest son's getting ready to graduate here in a few months, and I want to go see some stuff. I want to go do things. My favorite thing is adventuring and exploring and seeing new things and experiencing new things and travel, and I've always liked that. And I recognized life's ticking away, okay? And everybody says that in middle life, but today's kind of a special day. Like today, I'm recording this on September 26th of 2001. And today's a pretty special day for me. Today marks a 10-year anniversary of a near-death situation. When I was a 10-year younger man, my family was at school, my kids are at school, my wife was at work. I was working from home at the time. I still am, and that's kind of why I'm getting ready to go be the Big Red Adventure Dude. We'll talk about that in a second. So 10 years ago today, I got up to go for an early morning run on a Monday morning after a long weekend at soccer, at travel soccer with my kids. And I used to run, and I did it just for cardio fitness and to stay fit, and I didn't love it, but I still liked it enough to go do it. And I got up for a like a 5:30, 6 a.m. run before work, and did a 5K in the neighborhood about every other day for quite a while. And I was about halfway into my 5K in my neighborhood, and it felt like someone had hit me in the back of the head with a brick. And it turns out I had had a subarachnoid hemorrhage in my brain, and I'd had a brain hemorrhage, and I was bleeding into my brain and did not know it, but it was miserable, and I was really sick, and it hurt really bad, and it went undetected for 4 days because I didn't know what had happened. I wasn't necessarily being stubborn. I did just kind of be like, I don't know, I got a headache, maybe something, I'm not sure. I came home and stumbled home and threw up in my yard and slept for like 14 hours until my wife got home later that day, and she's like, you okay? And I was like, I'm just really tired. And I slept all day and all night. Finally got up, and I was like, I feel horrible, I don't know what's going on. And then the next day I was talking to a friend who was a nurse, and she was like, you probably need to go to the doctor like immediately. It sounds like you could have like something really serious, Brad. You need to go to the doctor. So I scheduled an appointment immediately the next morning, went to my doctor. They ruled out meningitis, and then they sent me home. And the next day I woke up in just as much pain and miserable. So I went back to the doctor, and I said, something's not right. Can we do, you got it, there's something going on. And so they put me under a CT scan, and then told me, hey, you can just go eat lunch and we'll call you when, blah, blah, blah. And they called me before I got to the parking lot. They go, you need to come over here immediately. We need to talk to you. And I was like, okay. And that doesn't sound good. And then I got in there, and they met me with a wheelchair, and then they wheeled me to the ER, and that started the next 8 or 9 days of neurological ICU at Vanderbilt in downtown Nashville. I got brain scans and an angiogram and all these other things that happened. And, you know, I turned out really lucky. I'm like the 15% case. About 50% of people die immediately. Of those people who don't die, only about, I don't know, something like 50 to 70% of them lose cognitive function, physical function, memories, whatever. So I was really, really lucky. And up until this point in my life, I had really focused on, trying to do what I could to keep a family going and raise a family and have good fun. And let's take vacations occasionally once a year or so, and then do some stuff. But but still be frugal and save for the future and live very kind of frugally. And there's nothing, I'm not going to say anything's wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I had recognized is I had really just lived up until that point. A lot of the stuff I had done had sort of still left me in this zone of feeling unsatisfied with the amount of exploration and travel and adventure that I had put into my life up until that point. And so I decided to make some changes. One of those was go get a passport, get out of the country, go see something else. So for the last 10 years, I really focused on taking my kids and my wife, and we've taken cruises, and we've been to Hawaii, and we've been out west, and we've been through Yellowstone and Grand Tetons, and we've been down in Florida on a boat, and just we've done a lot of activities and a lot of fun adventures that have been really great, honestly, just great. And the problem is, I'm at this age now, and I'm getting ready to graduate my last son, and I'm recognizing that I just wanted to go do a lot more adventures. I've always liked out west. I want to explore, and I want to see some more stuff. And I realize that I can't financially support doing all of that. I can't do 4 or 5 big trips a year the way I've been doing them. We do big fancy trips. We usually stay in nice places and cabins or hotels or houses or whatever, and that's great, but I can't afford to keep doing that. I can't take 5 or 6 trips a year and do it like that. So what I've decided is I have an opportunity this year with COVID happening. Our whole company went remote, and we've decided to stay that way. So I've been a tech geek my whole life. I like hiking. That's why so I'm going to call this Tech Geek, the Trek Geek, the journey, right? And that's the reason why, is because I like hiking a lot, and I enjoy biking a lot. I don't have a bike right now. I sold it. But I'll be getting one again. And also a trek, as in a trek out west, a trek to explore. And so I'm going to outfit my truck. I'm putting a truck cap on it, a camper. I like to DIY stuff. I like to build. You'll see lots of videos of that. I'm going to build a camper top. I'm putting a camper top on. I'm not going to build a camper top. I'm going to put in a bed and maybe some running water and some electrical stuff. We'll put solar panels on it and outfit it basically for a long journey out west. I'm going to try to live and work from the road for a month or two, and it will be very exciting to see this tech geek who does do all this stuff all the time. I'm handy, but I'm not that handy. So you're going to see me build things, screw things up, have some fun, get outside, do some camping, do some adventuring, and I'm going to try to chronicle the whole thing and vlog it out for you and let you kind of share my experience as I go from behind a desk to behind the wheel to behind a campfire. And that's kind of what's going to happen here. And so I'm hoping you join along and come follow me on the Big Red Adventure Dude page and channel. You can find me on Instagram at Big Red Adventure Truck, and follow this Big Red Adventure as far as I can take it. And so that's what it's about. That's what we're doing. That's what the channel is going to be about. And looking forward to sharing a lot of cool stuff with everyone. And I appreciate you coming to see me. Thanks a lot. Bye.